Where are you, Danny?
Well, Jazz, I'm in Matthew Street and I'm outside the Cavern. This is where the Cavern was, not up there. The Cavern Walks is up there, but here is where the Cavern was, right? Well, that's where I am. The fella just run past there, never mind, he was away. Yeah, he just shook his hand at me a little bit there. Oh yeah, I'll tell you something, think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand. Oh please, say to me, let me be your man. And please, say to me, I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand. And when I touch you, I feel happy inside. It's such a feeling like my love I can hide, I can hide, I can hide. Yeah, you got that something, I think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand. Welcome, Will Jazz. You're going to carry on filming while I put the guitar away. Into my knackered case. Rock and roll, Jazz, and what we'll do is we're going to film the environs of Matthew Street. Now what we'll do, I'll talk all the good people of to the good people of YouTube. We're going to just walk along here, which is Matthew Street. It's worth everybody seeing what's going on. Look at that, Jazz. Look, that's, I sat there busking when I filmed where Rain. If everyone goes and have a look at Rain, me singing Rain in the Rain in Matthew Street, that's where I sat. And look, they've turned it in. There's a big telly and everything. It's bonkers. So here, look. That is what they've built this thing called Cavern Walks, which looks like that. Right now, that was not there. That was a car park. In fact, when I was a kid, this was basically a car park. But they've rebuilt it, and apparently they used the bricks downstairs. I'm not going to go in because I can't be arsed. Basically, you know, if you come to Liverpool, you can come and have a look at the Cavern yourselves. Because I'm more of I prefer to think of where the real Cavern, the Cavern was. You know, which is just, you know, that's the doorway. You know, that's where the boys went. And what we've got is we've got Scylla. There's Scylla. They built a statue of Scylla. There we go. There she is. Looking cool. And opposite is where Eric's is. You know, Eric's. It used to be called, after Eric's, it was called the Cave. And I went to see, believe it or not, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds in the Cave, which used to be Eric's. So what we'll do is thought we could retrace the steps that Eppie would have made when he, you know, after he'd been to see the boys at the Cavern. He would probably go back to like NEMS, you know, and like, you know, have a glass of whiskey or something in the office, you know, in NEMS. So he would have walked this way to go back to NEMS. Now, you know, this was all this Beatle stuff. It wasn't when I was a kid. I'll just go round nice and slow and show you kind of Matthew Street again. There we go. And this is the Grape. So that's where the boys used to go for a pint. But it's like turned into a fun pub now. So it's not like a real decent pub. It's not like a pub anymore. It's all loud and got like young people in it. So anyway, here we go. So we're now continuing with, you know, retracing the steps that Eppie would have took between, you know, going from the Cavern to NEMS. They've also this Beatles museum place. That was there fairly early on. I seem to remember. You know, you're talking like kind of mid 80s. That Beatle museum type place was there. I'm just gonna we walked down this street here. He would have done. Right, and I think there used to be this building here. There used to be a record shop here. I think it was. No, I got confused. It was one of these. I think it was that one there. See, it's called the Smokehouse. That was a record shop called Backtracks, which was. I think it was that one. But of course, we're going past this one, which was Probe. I mean, this building here was Probe. It's no longer Probe. You know, where like the guy from Dead or Alive, Pete Burns worked there. You know, there we go. And I've got a bit of there's a little bit of rain going on the lens. Never mind, it adds to the authenticity. That was Probe. Sad, eh? No more Probe. Oh, and we'll just have a little look down there, because down there on the right hand side used to be Lincoln's Inn, which is where I used to sing songs when I was 17. Bless me. Okay, and we'll continue with following the footsteps of Eppie, because after all we are jazz, aren't we? What are we doing? What are we doing, jazz? We are following in the footsteps of the Fabs. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now here, Beacon Radio, Beaver Radio, I can't remember what it was called. It was in this parade where it says Forever 21. I mean, what a travesty. Look at this monstrosity. It makes me so angry that they pulled NEMS down. What an absolute terrible, awful thing to do. I can't express it more. I'm so angry that they did. Anyway, we're going to walk down this street because that was NEMS, and the doorway of NEMS, well, I think it was on the corner. I don't know. I mean, maybe Bill Harry or someone will be able to tell us. You know, but it was here. That was where NEMS was, and they've knocked NEMS down, of course, and built that absolute travesty, monstrosity, awful. And as we'll look down Whitechapel, here we go. There's Whitechapel. Jazz, should we continue with our walk and go to where Essie's was, where the Beatles used to buy their guitars and stuff? We could do, couldn't we? If we walk down Whitechapel, continue. And where it says Met Quarter, the post office used to be there. You know, that was the post office. You know, and I used to go on the right hand side there, Jazz. I used to have a hot donut. A hot donut from Sayers. Yeah, dead good. I didn't point out where Philip's son and nephews was. So up here should be Stanley Street on the left hand side. Now we're walking down Whitechapel. Of course, when I was a youngster, Jazz, Whitechapel, I'd be getting run over if I was walking here now when I was a kid, because it was just like cars and everything. It wasn't paved off. And if I can just show you Rushworth and Draper, which is that one there. So we've got music shop number 2, really. You know, that was Rushworth, that building there. That building there was Rushworth. Now, Jazz, I went to the very top of that building. We were selling off sheet music, and I got them for 1p. Sheet music, Beatles sheet music as well, which I sometimes use in the videos. So there you go. I'm being a bit crap at holding this nice and steady because I'm walking. Hang on, I've got mixed up here. Hold on, where's Stanley Street? I thought Essie's was down here, but I've got confused. I thought Essie's was up there, but it isn't. Look, that's bad, isn't it, that I can't remember. There we go, look, I can't remember. Maybe it's up here on the left hand side. Oh, it's bad that I can't remember, Jess. Might have to like wipe the entire video because it makes me look incompetent. You know, I mean, we're now coming down. If this isn't Stanley Street, I'm going to say I'm incompetent. And I don't think it is Stanley Street. It's not. I've got confused, Jazz. But let's go round here and we can see there's Radio City thing, you know, the big pillory thing. And there we go. Rock and roll. Rock and roll, Jazz.
Rock and roll.
There we go.